believer.
Hey man, I hit the button. We're gonna have to edit
Hey,
that, but that ain't gonna
hey, I
change
thought so
nothing,
too. I
man.
was like, wait a minute, it
Hey
kept
man,
going
you know
on.
how it is. Hey, that's what it is, man. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
Today we talking about change. We talking about learning and loving. Who are you becoming,
yeah,
and how do you get through those trials and tribulations? Because a lot of times when we start talking about change, the first thing comes to mind is fear.
yeah,
And I
and
like what you
struggle.
were saying before we was interrupted. T was that you know you grew up with somebody and you remember their process.
Yeah,
They could have been smoking weed, drinking all the time, acting all crazy. Then you see them
mm-hmm.
5 or 10 years later, and then you be like, damn, man, Keisha, man, she done changed, she done did her things. But you
Yeah.
know what I want to kick back on with you is that a lot of times when you change, most people around you, they ain't gonna want to change.
Or how about this? They won't let go of who you used to be.
Man,
Now,
yo,
I
that's
think
a
that's
big
the
one.
biggest thing with and
That's
I've
a
seen it happen with
That's
my
that's a
mom.
huge that's a huge I'm gonna tell you why that's so huge, because people become so comfortable in the fact that they can also manipulate the old you.
That part. Let me tell you something. My mom, uh, my mom was a hothead, and she ain't had no problem cussing you out or speaking her piece. She was never a person that hold her tongue. But over the years, she matured and was like, you know what? I gotta talk to people better. I gotta learn to communicate better. But it's always people that remember who you used to be, and it's almost like they try to provoke that old you so they can say, ah, there you go. There
Ain't
you
that
go.
something?
And it's ain't that crazy though. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? They
yeah,
won't let go of the old you. But then the responsibility becomes yours to let go of them. Cause then you
yeah.
can't make an excuse.
Once again, you talk about letting go. And it's
Yeah.
difficult to let go because sometimes change don't have the same validation.
Yes.
And
That
everybody
part
not
right
gonna be
there.
happy for your change.
Not at all. Cause why
And
would I
and
be
that, and
happy
that's
being
what people
used?
that's what people struggle with.
Yeah.
Because look, I'm not the same person no more. I'm doing better. I'm doing this. I'm doing that.
But
But
as
at
the
the end of
person
the
that's
day,
around you, it requires me to do better. And I might not beat it.
yeah,
I might still like going to the club. I might still like paying my rent late. Now I got to get up and go to work because you out here paying yourself on time. You see what I'm saying?
you change it, but you still like paying the rent late. Hey, for you guys who just tuned in, man, this is Ozzy and Church Lady TT Tiana White, man. This is the Under No Conditions podcast. We bootlegging it today, man. I'm telling
Yes.
you, man. Hey, we both been working. We out here hustling. But you
Yes,
know
we
what?
are.
We just had to come on here and give you guys a little something today. We just once again talking about change and enjoying and loving who you are becoming.
Right.
So,
What's the
when I
biggest
think about,
change you ever made in your life? I know you hate
oh,
when I ask questions.
hey man, when
I, I know there's been many, but some that was really maybe difficult for you. Or something that was easy. Something that you just like, all right, I'm done with that. I'm out.
you know what, the biggest change that I had to endure and I had to realize is that I had to stop thinking that everybody had my best interest
Mm,
because I wanted the people please and I wanted the people to like me, and I was still in that validation. I have a couple. Um,
what was something that just came, like you just stopped? Like it wasn't nothing to it. You just stopped it. Cool. I'm
it
done
was
with
it
that.
was it was a series of events
Hmm.
because in the process of change, you just want to believe something.
I like
You
that.
want to be like, nah. You
I
know
like
what?
that.
Yeah, yeah. I know they got me. I know they support me. I think sometimes in that process, you got to go through a series of being hurt sometimes
Yeah. Yeah.
by the people that's closest to you in order to realize and understand that your process is really going to be your process
Right. Yeah.
and it's nobody else's process, and accepting it.
Yeah.
And many times that's a difficult process, is accepting that in your growth, you cannot take everybody with you.
You can't. You can't.
And in that process, you might be just traveling by
By
yourself.
yourself. Yeah. And that's hard, man. Cause you want every, I mean, I don't know too many people that don't want their people to win. That's how I look at it. Everything that I do, or I used to think this way, everything that I did in the past, I felt like I'm doing it for the team. I'm putting the team on my back because I want all of us to win. I want all of us to be successful, whatever. I want all of us to have our heart desire. But it's like a lot of people fell off because it's like, no, I ain't trying to do all that. And you know, one thing my mother taught me, that if they not concerned about it, if it's not a problem for them, why is it a problem for you? You know, like for example, I had a friend that you know, every time we got paid, you smoking your money up. You know what I'm saying? You smoking your money up. And now what happens 2 weeks later or a week after, you know, we get paid now, we in between paychecks. You need $20, $30, $40. And my mother was like, if they don't care about their bills, if they don't care about eating, if they don't care about putting a roof over their head or taking care of their kids, why should you?
Ain't that something?
And that hurt because I'm I, I'm super sensitive. I'm super empathetic. My mom, I used to think, man, she's so cold, but she wasn't. That's just how it need to be. I'm not gonna hold me back because you're not caring about you. I can't carry me and you now at this point.
I was just thinking about something when you was talking about the how on the same lines. How about you just was talking about you want everybody to win,
Yeah,
and I get it. But sometimes you'll have people in your circle that don't want to lift a finger
true. I learned that.
until you get to a place where you win it,
Yeah,
and then feel entitled like they deserve something.
yeah, yeah.
Ain't that something?
That's insane, man. It's insane. It's insane. And guess what? To
What?
me, it was hurtful. It's very hurtful. Cause you wasn't there. What's that verse? You wasn't there shooting with me in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You know? So
sometimes that's just what it is, T.
right, right.
And you got to understand that even in that circle of winning, some people don't want you to win.
Yeah, man. That just
It could
kind of
be
touched me
it could
right
be
there.
your
That thing hurt.
girlfriend. It could be
Yeah,
it could be the chick you done played in the sandbox with her. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Y'all done stole some money and smoked together and drunk and snuck out the
Right.
house and had your little boys and all that.
But
However,
how about this? It's even worse when you in a relationship with somebody that tell you that they jealous of you. That that hurt. The homegirls, I get it. Cool family, I get it. But imagine being in a relationship or married to somebody that don't want you to win or is
I
threatened by you winning.
let me tell you something. If you with a man and he tell you that he's jealous of you because you growing and he
One.
making the decision to not to grow with you, he need to go sit his ass down.
Okay? Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I
I'm serious, and vice
yeah.
versa. If
A
you know if
woman
I'm with
tell
a
you that.
woman that don't want the best for me, and she start talking about she jealous,
Yep.
man, I know how to exit left
Yeah.
because now you holding on to a liability because no matter what you do, they're gonna all of their power, they're gonna sabotage
Anything
what
that
you
you do.
bringing
Yep.
because of how they feel about your progress.
Yep. Yep.
That's
That part.
dangerous.
It's
That's
very
that's
dangerous.
dangerous money right there.
Very dangerous. Yes.
And you know what? If you really want to talk about it's a lot of people in relationships like that
Yeah.
right now.
Right.
They in
It's insane.
relationships with people that they jealous with that's growing because they not choose to grow, but without saying I'm jealous with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, you know what? Just listening to like some of my friends, some of the experiences, my guy friends, it just, you know, it just baffles me, man. It just baffles me that you could be jealous of the person that you trying to grow with because they not growing at the speed or they growing too fast. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, to tell somebody to tell y'all that, if a woman tell you that, man tell you that, y'all run. That's all I got to say. Run
You
on
got
over
to
to the
go.
podcast and come talk to me.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah, you got to split, move, and bounce,
You
man.
have to.
And you know what? And sometimes some feelings might come along with that. But you
Yeah.
better,
It's not worth it in the long run, y'all. I
man, you better put
guarantee
your
you.
feet to the ground and you
Yeah.
better take that loss.
That's it. Period.
I don't care how good she look. I don't care how she smell. I don't care how cute she telling you you look. Guess what? It's time for you to bounce.
Bounce.
Get
Have
up
you
out
ever
of
had
there.
that? Have you ever picked up on that in like in your when dating or anything like that in the past? Like, the female, you kind of felt like she was a little jealous, or was that you didn't experience
You
that?
know what? I've had experience where, you know, I've had individuals in my life, they watch me for a certain period of time,
Mm-hmm.
and they've told me, I can't deal with you because you're gonna be a problem.
In what sense though?
Because I want to feel like I'm not easy to budge. Like I always
Okay.
worked on trying to be the best person I can.
Mm-hmm.
And once you begin to start to know yourself in that process, certain things
Compromise.
you're
I
not gonna
get what you.
compromise.
Right. Okay. Okay. I got
And certain things about life on life terms and situational things that happen in your relationship, you're not gonna let that get you to a point where you breaking out windows and
you.
and
No. Nah,
and
man. Come
and
on.
flatting tires and
Nah. Nah.
acting a
And do
fool
you
in the
think that's the
streets. Like,
age thing?
no, I'm not doing that. I'm
Right.
okay. I'm an okay kind of guy. Okay, that's what you want to be. All right.
Right.
Well, I guess this ain't working out for you and I.
Right.
And sometimes you got to get to that place where it's like, man, you got to be like, look, I got to go.
Yeah. I'm
It
out of
got to
here.
go. I'm out of here, man,
Yep.
because it's like, look, when you realize that the people around you are a liability
Yeah.
and you
And let me
still
throw
trying
this.
to hold on and you still trying to be like, I want to be, I want to hold on because they got promise, or
Right.
it ain't gonna work.
It's not. And another thing, y'all, don't keep people in your circle who don't have nothing to lose.
Say that again.
Don't keep people in your circle, your life, your family, your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife that don't have nothing to lose. It's a disaster waiting to happen, and they will hold you back, guaranteed,
So why would it hold you back?
because they don't have nothing to lose. They just throwing stuff out there hoping to hit the wall, and in the process of that, they're throwing things out that could affect you. You know what I'm saying? At
But
the
you know
same
what? It's a lot of
time,
people don't care about affecting you.
that part. That's a whole other show. But that part
Yeah, we
right
could do
there,
another show on
that's
that.
a whole that you just we could just close it out here. That part right there. Some people just don't care about how it affects you. And those people you don't need to have around. I'm not asking you to, like you said, I'm not talking about situations where you're asking somebody to compromise their value, their worth. But when they think like that, why I want you around me? Cause you're not bringing
Facts.
nothing to my life. No friendship, no love, no peace.
Facts. That's crazy.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
hey, man, look, this was a great segment, man.
Yes, it was.
Hey, man, we back.
We back. That's so
We
good to
back.
be back, man. I missed y'all.
Hey, man, I missed y'all too, man. I'm telling you, man. But sometimes we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
It was refreshing. I know for me, I had a chance to kind of really sit down and think about some things.
Hmm.
And I'm glad you had the opportunity to take care of some things you needed to take care of for
Yeah.
yourself. We'll
Yeah.
talk about that at another time,
Yeah. Another
right?
show. Yeah.
But as you
Hey,
know, guys, hey, man, look, I'm Ozzy. That's T. Man, we
yes.
are the under no conditions. And if she back, man, she acting up. And if
It's,
ain't nobody tell you they love y'all today, we
we
love
love
y'all.
y'all.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.